pan out a little bit. This is the course. So you guys can see this is a 3.36 mile course. And it's right along the river here, hence Riverside Park, just west of Central Park. And you're going to start up here on the northern end and run south all the way down here, and then do a U-turn and then come back. So let's take a closer look at this course so you can get an idea as to what you need to do while you're there. So I've got a great overhead shot during the winter months when there's no leaves on the trees, so we can actually see the paths. So this is great. So that picture of the start line that you saw was right here. And so this is where the entire registration area will take place. You guys will see all of our tables lined up here, the porta potties across the street. Your valuables will be here. There'll be a couple tents and a couple of tarps to try to help you keep dry, but I strongly recommend and suggest that you bring with you your raincoats and your umbrellas so that you're prepared to deal with the rain that will come in bits and spurts during the morning. Currently 100% chance of rain, so come prepared for that. So you're going to start here, and you're going to take off running down the main promenade like this. It's a paved path full of just these like cement pavers, but it's very flat. There's no holes in it, and there's no incline or decline in this first. It's approximately quarter of a mile long. So you guys run past all these ball fields, and then you come here to this section. And you're going to enter a path here. There'll be a volunteer here telling you where to go. You enter this path and you follow it, and there'll be another volunteer here telling you to go right. And then at this point, you'll take a left. And at this left, you'll go underneath the highway here. You don't go over it. So you go through a tunnel. And this tunnel takes you out onto the River Drive, or the River Walk, also full of pavers. And so when you exit here, be careful. There's cyclists sometimes going and coming, but with the rain, I doubt there'll be anyone out there. So you come out and you're going to run on the right side of this path for about another maybe 0.2 of a mile. And then you're going to take left at the clay courts. This is where you'll have your first water stop right here. And we'll have water and possibly some fruits and vegetables for you here. So you turn left and you, of course, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, this is a decline as you're going down. So when you come back, it's an incline. So it's a toughie. And this is all flat along the river. The views are amazing. And then here, this is an incline that goes up a very small, like 20-foot incline on a paved path. There's a porta potty here that you can use as you go around the clay courts, and it's pretty wooded. And then you come back out onto the river walk, and there'll be a volunteer here telling you to go left. And so you're going to go left. This is mile 2 when you come back on your way back. So you're still on your first mile. And you go a little further, you're about 3/4 of a mile in, and then you take a left and you run on a very similar path as the one that took you onto the Riverwalk, off of it, and you're going to go under this highway all the way through a tunnel, following this path until you get to your first mile. There's mile 1. It's almost at the top of this hill. It's all paved. There's no stairs or anything. And then you're going to come up here. There'll be a volunteer at the top to tell you to go this way, to go to your right. You're going to go to your right, and you're going to enter the southern promenade. Again, you're running south. And so you stay on your right side. You follow this almost to the end. You can see it right here. There we are. And You come here, there's a big kind of a rotunda here, but you're gonna go around at this last intersection. And this is where your second water table will be, right here. So our volunteers will be here to make sure you take this left turn and or U-turn, and you get whatever you need to keep running, and then you're going to go back along the same promenade, but on the other side. You'll be able to see runners on both sides as you're going, and you'll see signs, yellow signs along the pathway with the mile markers. Finally, you'll get to this point, you'll turn left, and you'll follow this down underneath through a tunnel, back out onto the river walk and back to where you came from, okay? So if you're going a little slower on some of these paths, and if you're in the lead, you're gonna see people going the other way as well. So don't get confused, just stick to the course and follow the volunteers' directions as you move forward. You'll finally come back onto the promenade, and staying on the right, you'll run all the way back. There's a dog park here, so of course with the rain, there'll probably be less dogs than usual. So again, you're going to have the park to yourselves, and that's an upside of having a good side of having a rainy day in the park. So you're going to get back to the starting point, and you're going to go right past it. You'll see the arch and everything here. And you're going to keep going. You're going to go over a timing mat when you come back to finish your loop. So you're going to go all the way to the end of this promenade. You're going to take a quick left, a quick right, and run on a path. Now this path has a couple of, it's paved, but it's a little choppy. So it's better than the path on this side. The path on this side will definitely be flooded with the rain. So this is the best path to be on. You're going to run down to almost the final intersection or crosswalk here at a grate, and there'll be someone there with the table handing out goos, and it'll be a U-turn sign. You U-turn here, you make your way back, you hit mile 3 on your way back, and finally you get back to the finish line. And you're going to go through the finish line, and you're going to keep going. That'll be your time. So you'll get your time for each loop. Loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, and then your finish time. So you'll get 4 splits. So you'll be able to see if you're getting faster or you're getting slower. And again, all of this is going to be live. So you can take, share this with your family and friends, and they can watch how you're doing. Whether they're there, they can watch it on your phone, or they can stay home or in a restaurant, a coffee shop where they're really dry and just watch it on a computer. So you're going to do this loop 4 times. So let me just show you what these pathways look like real quick. Hold on, let's see. Here we go. Yes. Sure. So this is what the promenade looks like. Again, you staying on the right, and when you're coming this way, you're going to go stay on the right like that. You'll see yellow signs that look like wet floor signs that'll have the mile markers on them. And this is what the river walk looks like. And again, staying on your right when you're going south means you'll be closer to the fencing, and staying on your right when you're going north means you'll be closer to the benches. And then finally, it's really important that when you wear your race bib that it's visible, and we can see it right here. This way our people at the support stations know that you are in our event, and they can provide you with any support if needed, and we can keep count of everybody who's in the race. And also on the other side of this race bib is your chip, your timing chip. So if it's not properly placed, it might not get recorded when you go over these mats, okay? So it's really important that you put it right here on the front and center. If you're wearing a jacket, put it on your jacket, and so that we can see it. It needs to be visible. So what's our schedule? 8 a.m. Packet pickup is open. You're going to get there. You can drop off your belongings. We'll keep them in a secured space where someone will watch them at all times. There'll be porta potties there, plenty for you to use. 8:45, we have our warm up and a race talk. If you want to join us, you can warm up. It's not raining too hard. And also at that time, that's when we're going to decide whether to actually stick to the 9 a.m. start. Slowly but surely, the rain should slow down and stop as we get further into the day, making it a little easier on you as you finish up your race. However, if it's really coming down hard, or if there's lightning, then at that time is when we decide whether or not to delay the start for a period of 30 minutes. And so if we decide to delay the start to 9:30, it'll only be if we see lightning in there. Again, we'll take a look. If we don't see any lightning, we're going to start the race at 9 a.m. You, of course, need to come ready for 50-degree weather and some rain. So just make sure you dress with whatever you feel comfortable at the time for that kind of stuff. We strongly suggest you wearing a baseball cap or something like that because it keeps the rain off of your face. Once we start, overall winners award ceremony is at 11. And our fastest times on this course are probably around 1 hour and 15 minutes, so around 10:15, 10:30, we'll have those finishers. Between that time and 11, we'll have the top three male, top 3 female finishing. And so we'll give them their awards around 11. Then 11:30, we'll have the top 3 age group awards finishing for male and female. And that age groups start at 14, end at 19, and then go 14 to 19, 20 to 24, and then 25 to 20, let me see, hold on, 14 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, et cetera, okay? All the way up to 70 plus. Please join us for the award ceremony. Whoever wins in their top 3 categories deserves a real applause, especially the youngest ones and the oldest ones in the crowd. And it'd be great for you to be there to support them. And at the same time to dig into the bagels and fruits and all the jelly and stuff that we'll have at the finish line for you to eat. And everybody gets a medal, finisher's medal when you finish. And everyone gets, not everyone, and the finishers get really great plaques for them. And you pick up your shirts and your race bibs on race day at 8 a.m. when you get your packet pickup, okay? Finally, here's the weather. Sunday, May 5th, 57 degrees, 100% chance of rain, 8 miles per hour wind, which is great. That means it's a very light wind. It's not going to be gusting, you know, there aren't going to be gusts of wind, but because we're along the river, we'll probably get a little more, like 10 miles an hour, I guess. UV index is 2 of 10. It's good. You don't have to wear sunblock. And so here it is, rain early, then remaining cloudy with showers in the afternoon, high 57 degrees, winds east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour, chance of rain, 100% so far. You can never trust the weatherman, but you should come prepared for the worst or maybe the best. Again, the great thing about this is it clears out the park for you in your race. And as usual, a good number of you guys don't show up when there are rainy races, even though you've paid. Don't do that. Come on and show up. But because the odds are that a good number of you guys won't show up, that means the odds